Ladies and gentlemen, I'm very delighted to welcome you to another very interesting episode today with Mr. Manish Kulkarni, who has been on the show earlier as well. Mr. Manish Kulkarni is the regional director for Ammann Group, looking after business in India and around India. Since we have already featured Mr. Manish, so I'll not give too much of introduction about him. I'll refer the earlier episode on the show notes. So we'll straight away get into the discussion on Excon 2023, which is the primary focus of today's discussion. So Manish, first of all, thank you so much to invest your time on this show.
Pleasure. Always nice to see you, SP. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So to start with, I think the entire industry is looking at Excon 2023 to be a grand success, primarily because I think the earlier two episodes of Excon has been downer for various reasons. Primarily, of course, the COVID was the primary reason, but then I think we have gone past that. And definitely 2023 Excon seems to be a fantastic opportunity for the entire industry. And I'm sure Ammann Group is actually preparing very well for this. So we'll learn more about what is in store for the customers for the upcoming Excon 2023 program. So over to you. Take us through the entire plan.
Yes, thanks, SP. We are participating in this Excon in a big way. We also were there in 2022 Excon, but if you remember, it was slightly a issue because of the rain, which washed out half of the Excon. Of course, the last 2 days we could manage to gather a good crowd, but this time we are again participating in a big way. We have taken a bigger stall than the last year. We have also planned to display a lot of machines and plants and new things in this exhibition. And this year, the market has also been excellent. That's an added advantage. So it has boosted our energy further to meet customers there and showcase our technology. So Ammann as a group is very innovative in terms of new products, and we are masters, are market leaders in bitumen plants or even the pavers in India. So these products are already there, but again, within those products, new things, especially the environmental friendly recycling technologies. Then we are talking about entry into track paver segment, which is new for us in India. That is also one more thing. And third thing, what we are looking forward to is concrete products, because we are now big way into concrete plants with the Elba technology, German technology, which is our company which we bought a few years back. And the fourth thing, what we would be interesting to know for the customers is a lot of new kind of concept products that we are going to display, which we are trying to assess the market in a particular way by displaying those products in India. For example, the electric compactors or the mini soil compactors, so to say. So there are certain such products which we are trying to display. And last but not the least, we are also into IT in terms of IoT technology. So what are the IoT features we can add into our machines as well as plants, which is very, very in the forefront of technology, plants at least. So these are all things which are really exciting and interesting for us to showcase in the Excon coming in this month. So really looking forward to that.
Okay, so let's go one by one in terms of the product categories. Because I think Ammann as a group in India is known for its asphalt technologies, especially the plants. So let's start with the plants. Let's understand what exactly you have plans for the asphalt plants in terms of the display and what you're planning to do in terms of specifically showcasing the uniqueness of your plants?
Yeah, so I think the first I would like to talk about is the big plant, giant plant we are going to erect, or in fact, it is under erection, almost complete at Bangalore. Is a big recycling plant. It's a
Mm-hmm.
60% recycling plant, which is unique in India. Proper recycling double drum technology. So you will see that on the display at Excon, first time ever, I think, in India. Because last time we had displayed a normal plant, the regular asphalt plant. But this time we thought of showcasing the recycling plant with a 60% option. Because we have seen last 2 years, there's a lot of interest in recycling technology in India. It's really gone in a good way. We have also supplied a lot of recycling plants recently in last 12 months in India. Almost double digit numbers plants are pure recycling plants, which was hardly one or two numbers before that. So again, it's gaining popularity, and it's all a game of percentage of recycling you can use. So this is a 60% recycling plant which we are displaying, full-fledged plant. Apart from that, we also will be displaying a 40% recycling drum. So below that is 40%, only the drum, because we don't want to erect one more plant. And we will also show our regular continuous plants technology, counter mix plant displayed there. So this is about the asphalt plants. You have the highest recycling drum plant standing tall in the stall, which will be visible from anywhere in the Excon. Then we have the regular recycling drum, a different drum, which is our patented technology, and a continuous plant, which is our bread and butter plant for any manufacturer, in fact. So these are asphalt plant, what we are going to display.
Okay. And apart from that, you were mentioning about Elba. So are you also putting up some concrete batching plants as well?
Yes. So again, as I said, we have a lot of interest in concrete industry now, with Elba being purchased by us as a group a few years back. In India, we used to make and export these plants, but now selling them in India. So we will be displaying two concrete plants separate. One is the 60 cubic meter and one 30 cubic meter, with different configuration of bins and conveyors. Plus, we'll be also displaying only a mixer, concrete mixer, which is the biggest features for Elba or Ammann Elba is a mixer technology, because our mixer is a patented, unique, a spiral design mixer, which is a patented one. So that will be on a display as a mixer, a large twin shaft spiral mixer will be on a display. So these three are the concrete related products. Two plants and a large mixer will be on a display at Excon.
So in the concrete area, have you also started making the sales in
Oh,
Indian
yes,
market?
we have almost sold close to 30 units already in India.
Mm.
To sizes ranging from 30 cubic meter to even 120 or 128 cubic meter rather. So they are working in prestigious projects of Vadodara, Delhi Expressway, in fact. So we have also sold to customers like Larsen and Toubro. So we are really going strong using our asphalt base as customers to sell our concrete plants, and wherever we have supplied till now, almost 30 plants, they have given excellent results. So we are really hopeful to make a dent in this industry in the next few years.
Okay, so in the concrete plants, what loads you have? You have the 30, 60. Do you also have a 90?
Yeah, we start from 30 and we go
Okay.
to 128 cubic meters. So 30, 45, 60, 90, 120, and almost a 130 cubic meter. That's the range what we produce in India and sell, and already sold in India, in fact.
Okay. Because I think the RMC market in India is also quite an exciting market.
Yes, to give you some statistics, in India, the concrete plants market is more than 2,000 units. That's the
Wow.
market size in India. And it's a growing market also, one of the fastest growing in terms of percentage within the construction equipment industry. So it's a big opportunity for anybody who has a technology. And not
mm,
only technology, you must have the backup service available.
mm,
Since we are already available in India with the entire network of asphalt plants, which I would say are more complicated to manage and service,
mm,
for us, the concrete plant managing will be a simpler job for our
mm,
team. If they can manage asphalt, concrete is just a simple job for them. So we are already present everywhere in the country with the network, with the warehouses and engineers trained, and hence it is easier for us to scale up in any
mm.
case. So we are really positive about concrete vertical in our organization. Let's see how do we go.
Since you mentioned about network, would you like to give a sense of what exactly, I mean, do you have a combination of your direct manpower and the dealer network? How do you operate in
No,
India?
we don't have any dealership in India.
Okay,
It's
100% your own.
100% directly owned by us, and we have warehouses in at 12 locations in India with entire part stocking. We have almost 200 engineers owned by us, and of course, we also have some contract employees who do our erection commissioning work as well. But 200 on our payroll, and further expanding to take care. And these all guys are working with us since decades, so they are experts in the plant technology or even the pavers, the wheel paver technology. So we have the most efficient, knowledgeable, and dependable after sales force, coupled
Mm,
with the part stocking in the all the parts of the country already available since many years. So as I said, we are geared up to take care of any locational plant or any complicated plant installed anywhere in the country in any case. So we are really geared up for that. There's no issue.
okay, now moving on, let's move on to the pavers, because
Yes,
that's again a very exciting area and opportunity as well. So
correct.
take us through your plans for the pavers for the Excon.
Yes. So we pavers come with two types. You are an expert yourself in pavers, being in Wedgen many years. So we have wheeled pavers, in which we are the leaders in India. We command 60-70% market share since many years. So we'll display wheeled pavers, but the new thing will be the track pavers, because we were
Mm,
not really into track pavers for many years. We had launched one paver a few years back, but due to BS3, BS4 era, we lost it out, and somehow we could not manage to make that paver. But now we will be displaying two separate track pavers. One is a 7-meter track paver, and one will be a 9-meter plus track paver. So we are now again fully into the track paver market after conquering the wheel paver market in India. So we are now full-fledged paver company going forward. So very happy to announce that.
okay. So basically, two units of pavers, both track.
The track paver. We will also display a wheel paver
Okay.
because we are masters or leaders in wheel paver. So we have to be there. We can't ignore that. So that paver also will be displayed, but majority focus for us will be on the track paver, as we are the new players. So let us accept that we are not the leaders in track pavers. So we want to really make a dent in that industry vertical as well. So we are ready with both 7-meter track paver. In fact, 7-meter is already commercially launched uh,
Hmm.
just a month ago, and the 9-meter plus paver is will be ready for sale in the next year with the BS5 version. We want
Hmm.
to now launch a BS4 and again launch a BS5. So maybe by April, approximately next year, we will be ready with commercial launch of the 9-meter paver, but that will be displayed in this Excon as a preview.
Okay. So my understanding is that most of the 9-meter plus pavers are still imported fully into the Indian market. Is that correct?
Now things have slightly changed, but majority pavers are imported.
Hmm.
But our competition is trying to assemble it in India. There are attempts made. I won't be knowing the final details, but yes, they are trying to localize some models of these track pavers, uh, the Volvos and Fogleys. They're trying their best. But I won't know the exact numbers or the bifurcation between the local, but majority definitely is still completely imported.
Right. Okay.
Whereas we will be having the entire local manufacturing of these track pavers. And in fact, we'll be exporting from India.
Oh, so the 9-meter paver also will be locally made.
Yes, yes, it will be completely
Okay.
locally made in our factory in Gujarat.
Okay. That's a really step change
Yes,
for the
absolutely.
industry itself, actually.
Actually, yes.
Okay.
We are following the Make in India concept very well.
Mm. Right. And you mentioned about the BS5. So are you expecting the emission norms to be really kicking off by April 2024? I mean, as per plan, or you see a pushback on that?
It will be pushed back by 6 or 9 months. That's the news what we have. Well,
Okay.
there's no confirmation in writing yet,
Okay.
but we are ready with BS5, so it doesn't matter whether it is delayed or not. There'll be some strain on the supply chain if it gets
Hmm.
delayed because everything is planned as per April launch. But
No, I think from the customer point of view, if somebody is investing a 2.5 crore on a 9-meter paver and buying a product which is going to last for many more years into the future, then the 6 9 months is not a concern actually. I mean, of
yeah,
course, the initial investment is going to be a
correct.
matter of decision making.
Correct. So let's see. We are waiting for the notification, and
Hmm.
there is a news that yes, it may get delayed, but we are not getting much disturbed because of it. As I said, we are ready with the BS5, almost ready with the BS5 versions of most of the machines. If it
Hmm.
gets delayed, fine. We have the BS4 in any case. So let's
Hmm.
wait. I think
I mean, that's the sense I'm getting from others as well. I think
correct,
most of the manufacturers are ready on the background with the
correct,
BS5 machines.
correct.
Okay,
Because BS4 to BS5, that a step change. The
I
major
know.
change was BS3 to BS4,
Hmm.
mechanical to electronic. This is further strengthening more stringent norms on the BS4, make it BS5. So
Hmm.
um, I don't think
This
any.
this is more of an incremental step,
Yeah,
so
it's
to
an
speak.
upgrade kind of a thing rather than the complete change like BS3
Hmm.
to BS4. So most of them will be ready. We are also almost ready, but the news is that yes, it may get delayed by 6 or 9 months. So we are just waiting for the notification. But we will be still displaying our BS5 readiness in the Excon. Few machines
Okay.
will be with BS5 tag, that to
Okay.
showcase that we are ready. Whenever the notification comes, that's up to the government.
Right. Now moving on, let's talk about the uh, compactors.
Yes.
That's your favorite area. Take
Yeah.
us through that.
Personally, yes. So yeah, compactors. We will be displaying all three versions of the compactor, which you know very well: the 11-ton soil compactor, the 9-ton tandem roller, and of course now newly launched the 3-ton mini tandem, which we launched about few months back, and it has really gained popularity. I mean, it the sales is expected. Oh, sorry, sales actual sales is more than the expected numbers. Good demand. So all three will be on a display, and we'll be also showcasing that we are ready with BS5. So these are the compactors, regular compactors we'll be displaying, and we want to be really strong in that area because that's again a growing market.
Hmm.
The compactor numbers for last month and this month are one of the all-time highest numbers and supposed to grow further.
Hmm. Okay. And anything new in that compactors display?
Yeah. What we'll be displaying are two unique machines which we are actually showcasing as concept test kind of a machine. So one is the electric compactor. It's a
Mm,
small electric compactor which is sold by Ammann Group internationally. So we want to showcase in Excon to show our environmental friendliness towards the machine and to see whether India is also adapting to it fast.
mm,
And it's easy for us to develop that machine anytime because it's available in the Ammann Group as a technology. And obviously, electric norms will not have any emission problems.
mm,
So that machine will be displaying one. And secondly, we are displaying a mini soil compactor. So it's
mm,
actually a 4 to 5 ton class mini soil compactor, which is again new for India. Ammann Group sells a lot internationally, and we are again trying to test whether people would like to have a mini soil compactor for certain applications. And if we really receive a good response during Excon for that machine, we can easily start making that machine in India. So these are two, you can say, concept machines we are going to display, which are modern or something different than our regular models of compactors.
The first one is you're talking about the mini electric one.
Yes.
So the primary function, of course, is on the roads primarily. And for that, are you also showcasing something in terms of your charging facility? How you're going to display that?
Not in the Excon, but
Okay.
it's the regular charging the way we do for our electric vehicles.
Okay.
So there is no separate infrastructure required for the
Okay.
roller to get charged. So I'm sure India is also moving to electrical vehicles very
Hmm.
swiftly, and charging the rollers will not be a challenge. You don't need a separate technology or machinery to charge it. Similar to car charging, you can use for that machine as well.
Okay.
They're not displaying anything to showcase
Okay.
that.
The second thing is you're talking about the 4 to 5 ton soil compactor.
Yeah.
Uh, Now, typically in India, it has been the 10 to 11 ton compactors which sells more so because of the Morth specifications, I guess. How it has got set, I really don't know. Maybe the thickness of the layers which has to be compacted and
Correct.
the level of density which has to be
Correct.
achieved.
Correct.
So how you are going to address that with a 5 ton soil
No,
compactor?
that okay. This 4 and 5 ton soil compactor won't be used on a proper highway job or
Okay.
to achieve the 98% density on a main highway road. They are basically for a similar job for which we use the mini tandem roller. So
Okay.
the side shoulders, the flyover RE wall, the medians, the footpaths, or city roads or small
Hmm.
service roads. These all can be done by the mini soil compactors because that is a machine with the more strength compared to a tandem roller because it has better compaction force compared to any tandem roller, which is our mini tandem roller. In India, that's more popular. So we are going to test whether for such applications, even in irrigation for that matter, it's used
Hmm.
extensively. So we're just trying to test whether the mini soil compactor can gain popularity with the customers, whether they will like that as a concept because India is stubborn with the mini tandem rollers rather than the soil compactors. So let us see how we receive the response from the customers.
In fact, the mini tandem rollers, I think it's growing very fast for some reason.
Yes, I mean,
I
I
cannot put my head around it as to why it is growing so much. Uh,
actually we are seeing the growth, phenomenal growth in mini tandem. Every month we see the numbers and they are phenomenally high for all players, in fact.
Correct.
Well, I can keep on talking about it. I know why they're growing, but yeah, the major thing, of course, the shoulders, the canal linings. There are many PMGSY now where the static rollers are completely out, and
Hmm.
people prefer this mini roller in place of a static roller or even a large tandem roller. So the demand for mini rollers is growing in many of the uh, applications. The real estate is also one more application where, in the building foundations or all those areas where your big roller cannot go. So
Mm-hmm.
there you have to use a mini roller. So we had done this lot of study in my previous assignments and tried successfully. So maybe real estate is doing extremely well, the industrial construction is doing extremely well, the land development is doing extremely well, and the flyovers are doing extremely well. So all these applications demand more mini rollers than normal. So I feel that's the reason they are gaining popularity.
Okay, that's fantastic. So apart from that, what else? What is new
Yes.
being?
Apart from this, one more unique product we are going to display is a 1.5 meter track paver, which is again imported. Again, a test kind of a thing, a test marketing kind of a thing. Because in the developed countries, people use a mini paver for city roads, the repair works, or a footpath or a small service road. They don't use a 9 meter paver without extensions and do the city roads, unlike us. Uh, so we are trying to again test that's Ammann design imported paver, how much popularity it should gain. So these three, the soil compactor, the electric compactor, and the mini paver are three concept machines we are going to show to really test the market, uh, how they react to it. And
Mm,
depending on the response in Excon and otherwise in surveys, we will decide the future course of action. So this mini paver is again one more third thing which I said is very interesting product which will be displayed in the Excon. So
that's very
something
interesting.
concept sales kind of a thing we are doing apart from regular commercial machines. And apart from these machineries and plants, we are planning to showcase a lot of IoT stuff in the automation because in machines, of course, India is already onto IoT kind of thing. The digitization is happening. So we'll showcase our strength in that. So we'll display certain tablets on which you can see the simulation, and there will be IoT station or automation station separate in this stall. But interesting will be again the plants IoT, which is
Mm,
again unique in India because of course the software itself what we give in India is the most advanced in the world. Nobody can match the Ammann software in the plants. But coupled with that, the IoT features in terms of an application or GPS or many remote control features which we can showcase. That will be really interesting to know how customers again react to it. We are ready with that. It will be an additional feature which we can provide as an optional feature. So that will be kind of a launched into Excon, and we'll see how we can supply that in future depending on customers' requirement and of course their need of IoT. I'm sure that will grow in future for any company or any product. That's the
mm.
future for us. So that is also will be a complete automation or IoT station on a display uh, at this stall. So I think that covers the entire range of what we are going to display
So
in
the
it.
IoT solutions, what you're going to display, I understand when we spoke last time, at that point of time, probably the IoTs were not part of the solution, right?
You're right.
Okay.
You're right.
So now
Uh,
you have integrated that.
yes, yes. Because I think in machines also we were not ready at that time.
Mm-hmm.
But plants IoT internationally we are completely ready. But to bring them in India and to have the Indian flavor to it and to customize as per Indian needs was a challenge, which
Okay.
our team really worked on it. And that will be really additional feature for the customers who are already using our plants, because it can be coupled as a retrofit with the existing plants.
Mm,
With the new plants also you can buy that as an additional feature, and that will really give strength to the operational part of the plant and also monitoring part of the plant for the owner of the plant sitting remotely. You can just download an app on his phone, which is very convenient, and see what's happening maybe 1,000 kilometers away from his office. So
mm.
So we are ready with the solution in India now. Internationally, it was in any case available. That will be
Right.
really advanced thing to watch for.
That's fantastic. So I think overall it sounds very, very exciting, and I'm
Yes.
sure when we physically see there, it will
Yes.
be interesting to
Yeah,
see
yeah.
and
You're
feel.
welcome to the stall always.
Yes, absolutely. It would be a great pleasure to
Yeah,
meet you and see all your equipment live
absolutely.
at the ground. Lastly, since you mentioned initially that by and large the 2023 year has been fantastic with respect to business growth for your organization as well as for the industry. So, how do you see the closing? I mean, of course, we are almost last few weeks of the year left. So, on a year-on-year basis, how are you looking at the growth
Yeah,
for your organization
mostly.
as well as for the industry?
See, the industry, of course, we deal in different industries. Although bitumen is single umbrella word, you can say, but a paver industry is different. The wheeled paver is different. The compaction is a different industry, and also, of course, the asphalt plants. But yeah, the overall industry has definitely grown for by 20 odd percentage compared
Mm,
to last year. But I think our growth is slightly better than industry. So we have definitely gained share. We have grown by almost 25 odd percentage in this year compared to last year in most of the segments, uh, compaction, the asphalt plants, the wheel pavers, all segments have done well. So hopefully we should be having good numbers by the end of the year compared to last year, and with a good and definitely better profitability.
fantastic. Great. I think we have covered most of the points which is pertaining to Excon 2023, and thank you for explaining with all the points and the data points.
Yeah, yeah.
As always,
But
it's
I also take this opportunity to really tell all the customers, the visitors, the well-wishers, everybody to please visit our stall. It's really an interesting place in Excon. It's in the front. You don't need to really walk inside. It's visible from the road. Is the OD65, which is the stall on the
okay.
right side of the road. So please, I request all the viewers to visit our stall and see all these exciting products and new machineries we are displaying this time.
Fantastic. Always, yes, absolutely. I'm sure a lot of customers will definitely come in,
Yes,
and I believe this time the number of customers expectation is also quite high.
also quite high. Yes.
The business visitors expectation is more than 80,000 is what is the estimate.
Oh, fantastic.
So it's going to be interesting, and a lot of busy time ahead for you in terms of booking
Yes.
all your orders.
Yeah, hopefully, yes. We are just ready with the order book and the factory is geared up for the
Fantastic.
onslaught. Let's see.
Fantastic.
Good.
So Manish, thank you so much to give your time and
Thank you, SP.
speak
Thank
about your plan.
you. I thank you especially for giving Ammann the opportunity to showcase on your platform. And I also wish you and your outfit completely all the best and future success. So thank you very much from my side to you especially as well.
Thank you so much. Pleasure.
Thank you. Thank you.